Hello, I am back doing an energy reading for Cancer sun signs. We are asking Spirit, what are you dealing with right now, Cancer? The clarity and the truth of it, Cancer. If you are on the cusp, you may check out the other zodiac, Leo, or what comes before Cancer? I think it's Taurus. I can't remember. Anyway. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. What are you dealing with right now, Cancer? The clarity and the truth of it. And the tangible or intangible. Cancer. Sun signs. This is a lot here. Trash, waste, worthless, mouse, crown, owner, master, top level, independent, free, led, initiative. What is this here for Cancer? There seems like an issue of letting go and moving into this space, this crown and this independence without guilt, without feeling like you owe an explanation. Clarify this, the clarity around this trash, crown, and independent for Cancer. With the Page of Cups coming out for this trash, you still feel like, and it's showing up as trash, but I feel like it's old ways of being and old opportunities. But it's just a way, it's a waste, and it's the worth doesn't carry as much value anymore because you've moved past it. But the hard time you're having moving over here is that you still see opportunities in this past stuff that has no value. It may not have any value, but I feel like it may be some currency, some tangible money attached to it. So it's just like, if I go over there and work with this person and do this and do that, I could still get paid. But it's just like, all that you got to do to get paid makes it not even worth it. You know, you got to remind them to send me my money. You got to say, hey, it's short. You got to do this. Now you got to wait till they pay you again. And they may want to wait till next pay period and all this. When you was doing them a favor, so you shouldn't be waiting for pay periods anyway, because you're not on the payroll. Just give me my money, right? But then, like, this is the new opportunity, the passion, the creativity, the new beginnings when you decide to be an owner, the master of your destiny. You get what I'm saying? Autonomy over your life, stepping into the crown, right? And then fully independent, free, led by initiative. But then it's like, the fear is the competition once you become an owner. Well, it's competition even when you're not a fucking owner. And you having those problems now. You see it now, Cancer, because you got this going on over here. You still feel like there's a monetary gain with this trash, this past stuff. And people, you may be taking it literal because this card says trash, right? It may not actually be trash. It may just be old ways of being, thinking, and getting money that does not serve you anymore. Working with businesses, people that don't serve you anymore. You end up spending more of your energy and time than you get back in the payment. But those opportunities are still coming to you. You haven't completely cut them off because you aren't fully ready to step over here into this. And yeah, there's some fear there'll be conflict and competition, but it's conflict and competition over here. It's rivalry over here, right? So at least You get the whole check by yourself over here. You ain't got to wait on nobody to pay you. You paying yourself versus over here. Rivalry, competition, jealousy, and the bitch still ain't gave you your fucking money. All right. We're going to get more clarity of it with this Page of Cups now that we didn't put some tarot on it. Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands. Forgotten person, core, like, but this forgotten person is more so Cancer. It's twofold. You've forgotten yourself, or maybe you never really knew yourself and your capabilities with this owner here in this crown. Maybe you never really knew yourself. But there's also a bit of issues with some of these opportunities over here you need to be released. Maybe they were friends at a time. I know I had a friend that I had to, like, okay, bitch still owe me money now. But I had to realize, like, okay, I need to move on. And it was hard because, like, they're my friend too. So I don't want to leave them high and dry. But then I had to think, well, they left me high and dry. They lied. They played. They put my license in jeopardy. They also, put, things for me to do my job with these opportunities in jeopardy. They played with my reputation. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you're not paying me right. I'm showing up. I'm doing what I have to do. So it is what it is. So I get it, right? So there is, again, reiterating, these offers are still there. And that person came to me in my dreams recently and was like, well, you really was good at this. Yeah, and you was the best at that. Motherfucker, I know. But fuck you, pay me. But my thing is, I'm not looking at that as an opportunity anymore. I'm over here. I'm not looking at that as an opportunity anymore. Right? You're still looking at that as an opportunity. And I feel like part of the disconnect is, or why you can't just fully break free, because a lot of this trash now that showed up in forms of opportunities, there was friendships involved. There were friendships involved. So it's just like, it's harder, in my experiences anyway, and from like clients I've talked to, it's harder, the separation or the breakup with friends, than it is lovers sometimes, especially when somebody did you wrong and you had nothing but good intentions when it comes to helping them with their creativity and their business. So I get it. But you got this over here waiting for you. You have to step into it. So then we have encounter, meet by chance, love at first sight, crush, right? But I feel like this is not really showing up intuitively as intimate for me. It's showing up more so as an encounter with yourself. Because like I said, this is twofold. The forgotten person is you forgetting your power, your abilities, your value. And it's also the old friendship. Because I feel like if you look back on the past with some of these friendships you have over here, the writing was already on the wall. I know for me it was, but the writing was already on the wall. You had signs that it would come to this. Maybe you didn't have signs that you need to be your own owner, your own boss, but more and more life is showing you need to do your own shit. All right. But I feel like this encounter, this meet by chance, this love at first sight, I do feel like you have an opportunity, or you're in an opportunity now that will show you only need you. Myself had told myself. And when I say you, I mean you as a whole, your masculine and feminine energy. Like I said earlier, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. And we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, no matter our gender nor how we identify. All right? So that's the clarity of it. Let's get the truth of it. What's the truth of it? Risky business for Cancer. What's the truth of it? There's going to be an opportunity that you should take. Now, this is coming up in a month or two for you, Cancer. Now, hopefully, you don't... I feel like it is going to conflict with a old commitment over here, because you're still looking at that as opportunity, right? It may conflict, and I'm hoping you choose your motherfucking self, right? Because there's been opportunities where these over here didn't choose you, and they could have, and they should have. So, but you're going to have an opportunity in the next month or so that's going to propel you to this master owner crown, top level energy independence. Miss Independent. All right, so the truth of it. The reason why it's hard for you, right? Because you back down memory lane with this trash, this old stuff, these old relationships, these old opportunities, these old business ventures, wrapped in friendship. I get it. And it could be you grieving, you know what I'm saying? And you do have to grieve separations, friendships or not. All right, the truth of it. If you stick with this over here, even if it's like, well, I only help them out, or I only go around them with this, you're still gonna get bit with this snake here. And then we have fertility. I feel like it'll still be more bullshit to grow up out of it. All right, something turned over. And we have talent key. This came out for Gemini. Yeah, I think it came out for Gemini, right? The talent and key. But I feel like the truth of it is, I'm not saying to rush past the grieving part, right? I'm just saying stop intertwining your money energy over here with these opportunities that you need to release, and still grieve. Because if you stay over here like, oh, I only help them out, or I only go over there such and such, it's still gonna be some shit that fucks you. Like I say, you got opportunity coming up, and it's still gonna be some shit that fucks you, right? And not in a good way. What he say? And not the way you want me to, sexy Dex. That was on Poetic Justice, right? But anyway, so I do feel like the truth of it, though, is talent, key people. Like I said, with this opportunity, right? It's going to be something that happens that aligns you with yourself, this encounter with yourself, and you need to choose you. And it may be conflicting with something you sold this stuff like, oh, I'll come help you out. Once this opportunity shows up, I can't help you out. It's last minute. My apologies. Woo, woo, woo. But I feel like you're going to be given the opportunity to showcase your talents around key people. Now, you may not even know they key people, right? But it may just be like, oh, I really want to do that. That sounds cute. That sounds fun. And you should fucking do it. And even if the draw is, oh, it's more money over here, but I told them and I committed. You can't keep committing to motherfuckers that shitting on you. Because, again, this is where you're supposed to be. But there's a disconnect. Because you're still holding on to these old ways of being, these old relationships, these old commitments. The truth of it. The devil. Cancer. Yeah, it's a self-sabotage, but I'm getting like old ways of being, right? So with this King of Swords coming out, it's really giving like you're going to have to carve this out here. Because like I said, if you stay in this, it's going to be more bullshit. With the fertility, it's going to be more bullshit coming. You really going to have to cut out some, because you could think of like, oh, well, that's money over there, but if you cut that out, it's going to be replaced with more money, balance, gratitude, patience. 333 with this temperance. Like, you still put in value over here, When it showed you, it is invaluable. It's like not even respecting. And as soon as you come in with this patience, balance, gratitude, walking by faith, not by sight, you're going to prepare yourself. Once you release this and move into here, you're going to prepare yourself for new progress, new opportunities, right? You're going to let the universe know, okay, I'm done with that. Send me more things, people, opportunities, money, abundance, and growth that is more aligned with me. All right. Can you understand? Thank you, Cancer. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and or comment. If you would like a personal reading, all the information to schedule that will be listed below in the description box. Thanks.